Okay, Libra. I think somebody was asking for a bonus, so you're getting a bonus, okay? I'm pretty sure I saw that a few people asked for a bonus, so let's take a look at that. For the Libras that are currently in a relationship, how is that going to go? Whoa. Libras that are currently in a relationship, what does that look like? Looks like big changes are ahead of you, okay? Not necessarily bad, not necessarily good, but it does look like big changes are ahead of you. So I would not be too worried about your relationships currently. Check back after Venus goes stations, okay? For the Libras that are looking to reconcile, what does that look like? Oh gosh, no. That's just an immediate no. You would regret that horribly. If that person had addictions or bad behaviors, they're worse than ever. For the Libras that are married, what does that look like? That usually goes with the relationship ones, guys, but I know people like me to be very specific, so. You guys need to work on some better communication. Better communication fights about the house or where you're living. For those that are single and looking, what does that look like? For the Virgos that are single and looking. Be careful of flings that don't work out. Be careful where you're investing. Guys, I'm not seeing anything good here. Not a freaking thing. Nothing. Nobody worthwhile. Everybody's a waste of time. Let's look at this again after Venus stations, okay? Which I think is the 12th. For those of you that are working for someone else, what does that look like? Oh, looks really good. Could be moving up in the company. You could be moving to moving with the company. Anything like that looks really, really good. For those of you that work for yourself, what does that look like? Could have a slow couple months, okay? A relationship could also be a bit of a burden for, whether this is a business partnership or otherwise, that it could be a bit of a burden for your company, okay? So just kind of like go with the flow the best you can. Watch out for somebody trying to physically steal from you, like an actual thief. Okay. For my retired Libras, what does that look like? For my retired Libras. For my retired Libras, what does that look like? Emotional fulfillment. Could be spending time with family. If you're involved in any sort of court case, expect that not to go too well. You're going to have to go back to court in order to win. For those of you that are looking to reconcile with an old family member, friend, I do see that happening for you. It won't last, however. I do see some issues around the house. Okay. You need to fix something, or there will be some sort of like short circuiting or something of that nature. Somebody's getting a boob job or plastic surgery of some sort. For my retirees, could have some issues with a connection that you have, okay? Especially if you are in a long distance relationship, okay? So how does your dog feel about you, Libra? How does your dog feel about you? Oh, watch out, they could get loose. But other than that, everything looks fine. It looks like you spent a fortune on this animal. Jeez. Okay, how about for the Libras that have a cat? What does that look like? Ow. If they've been sick, they're going to heal. If they've been acting erratic, that's going to continue. Somebody's cat could be going into heat as well. You might want to get them fixed. And any warnings here for Libra? Do we have any warnings for Libra? Be careful of a candle. Watch out for a family member and or friend, somebody who has addictions. They're going to stab you in the back. Expect to isolate for a while because you're going to work on something, okay? I'm still seeing a thief, guys. Looks like you're working on some sort of like side business and or starting your own business, okay? For those of you that are involved with a water sign, you guys need more communication. And be careful of flings. I don't know. Everybody's getting that lately, guys. No flings. No going into heat in the spring, guys. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. Okay. I think that's it, guys. That is your very short, but it's still a bonus, right?